It's the lucky Libra. I'm finna break down the energies between Antonio Brown and Keyshia Cole. And I know this situation look a bit confusing, but everything starts to make sense once we get into the astrology of it. And I ain't gonna hold you. This joint type slap. The song type slap. It giving that old school 90s R&B vibe. But let's get into it. TikTok only giving me 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, Keyshia, you miss him. All right. Okay, you miss him again. All right. A lot. You miss him a lot. All right. That's evident. We know that now. All right. Okay, got my boy tatted. What my boy said, you ain't pimping until you hit an R&B diva. Yeah, this is a lopsided situation, y'all. All right, I just wanted to break down some dynamics of what's going on in this situation if you're late, but let's get right into some alignments. So first things first, Antonio Brown is a Cancer, Keyshia Cole is a Libra. These two signs have a funny dynamic because not only do they square each other, that means that they have natural fiction because they're both leaders. What happens here is that Cancer likes to dictate things off their emotions. Libra likes to be the relationship sign. It likes to be relatable, right? So what happens here, the Libra can find itself overly compromising to suit the emotions of the Cancer, and the Cancer can end up taking advantage of that when they realize the Libra's doing anything to suit the needs of the Cancer. Now, Keyshia Cole is a Cancer rising, so that means AB's sun falls into her first house. And when somebody's sun falls into your first house in synastry, this person can inspire the fuck out of you, motivate you, light you up, give you a new glow. They bring the best out of you personally. So based off what's going on behind the scenes and how they're intimately connecting, this is why Keyshia Cole don't care about how we look at her right now. She's feeling the best about herself. You know, something about Antonio Brown's sun in that first house lights up how she feels about herself personally. So we may look at her like she delusional right now, but in her own life, she feel like she the shit right now. Now, this is probably the most important alignment here. They share the same moon sign. They both have the moon in Gemini. And when you share the same moon sign with somebody, you guys both share the same emotional needs. And when it comes to the emotional needs of somebody with the moon in Gemini, you know, conversation, exchanging your thoughts with somebody, that's intimacy for a moon in Gemini. So I'm pretty sure they're providing that for each other. But what happens here is you build a strong understanding as far as what makes each other comfortable, but it can develop codependency and potentially trauma bonding type energy. And then his Pluto in Scorpio falls into her fifth house. Fifth house deals with romance and sex. Pluto is a very transformative, possessive ass energy. So when you put Pluto in the fifth house, this person can potentially control you through intimate acts, if you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say too much on that. Kids be on this app. And then lastly, I just like to point out that Keyshia Cole got the moon in Gemini opposite her Venus in Sagittarius. So she has karma in this lifetime understanding what real love is. And she needs to learn to react to picking mates with more discernment, somebody that could relate to her experiences and her true beliefs.